Hi, my name is Molly Tipping, and I am a Feldenkrais practitioner working in Boorloo, Perth, Western Australia. Today I'm going to take you through a little somatic exploration that involves touch, specifically self-touch, and actually looking at how we can regulate our nervous system through the use of our hands, touching our skin at various points and with various types of touch and kind of contact experiences. I want to acknowledge that touch is something that is incredibly regulatory for the nervous system. So, as a mammal, we have really evolved to be in close proximity to each other, to be cradled, to be held, to be comforted, and to be touched in ways that actually indicate that we are safe. Sometimes when we are looking at touch, however, it can actually be something that is very perturbing for a nervous system. You might be in a state of threat or anxiety. That means touch can feel almost electric, like when you touch yourself or when someone else touches you in particular, it feels like you're being kind of shocked. So this exploration may or may not feel like it matches what your needs and interests are today. If we're going through though, and you might want to explore, but you might want to do it in ways that have more kind of activity and kind of spontaneity and kind of squeezy sort of active touch rather than gentle touch. And I'll give each of you time to kind of play with what that's going to feel like is best for you. With the nervous system, there's many ways we can work to give our nervous systems experiences of feeling safe. And one of the things that we're really looking at is how do we create feelings of the body feeling really comfortable, really gently cradled or moving in ways that feel really good, that then send those messages up to our brain so that our brain goes, oh, actually, we're feeling really good. And touch is one of those amazing mechanisms. The information comes through those sensory nerves up to the brain, and then the brain interprets that information, and then it then helps to calm down the nervous system. So there are particular cells in your skin called T cells, and these cells are one-way cells, which basically means that they take that information from your skin, they send it to your brain, and they basically don't receive information back from the brain. So they are to outside world information, to take that outside world information, send it up to your brain, and to say to your brain, we're in a place of safety or we're in a place of danger. And so we're going to look at a little self-touch practice that is hopefully something you can use. I give this kind of work to people who maybe find it hard to sleep at night, or maybe you get into bed and you're just feeling a bit frazzled and you recognize, you know what, I need to calm down. And so actually we can go through some really beautiful sort of self-soothing, gentle stroking touch of the body. And then actually that then immediately shifts the nervous system out of that heightened sympathetic state, brings that parasympathetic system back in online, and then allows us to settle into our sleepy state. You might like to also do this if you're going to a party or you've got an event or a work function that feels a little bit overwhelming. Before you go into that space, you might just like to do a little bit of self-touch, a little bit of that kind of holding and stroking, just to soothe the nervous system so that you, again, bring that heightened sympathetic state down, and then we bring that parasympathetic experience back online. So to enjoy this little exploration, you can sit. I've got a nice comfy chair that I'm sitting in, or you might like to lie down, or you might even like to do this standing. So take a little moment just to find somewhere that you would like to do this exploration. Get yourself comfy, making sure you feel like you're sitting really back in that chair, so you've got a nice support from the back of the chair. Or if you're lying down, that you've got a beautiful pillow that's going to support you. Maybe you've even got something underneath your legs. We love to be really comfortable in Feldenkrais, so take the time you need to actually get comfortable. And if you're feeling like you want to be up and standing, just moving around, by all means, be up, standing, moving around, whatever it is that you want to do. Getting a sense of your body, the weight of your body, checking in, noticing, what does my body want? What little adjustments feel good for me? Sensing your breath. And noticing if you want to adjust your clothing in any way. How could you be a little bit more comfortable? And notice as you are finding where you want to begin, where have you just naturally placed your hands? Are they open or closed? Are they draped on your body in some way or folded over each other? Can you feel the weight of your hands, the warmth of your hands, the little fingers and all the fingers to the thumb? There are 27 little bones in each of our hands. Can you feel all those tiny little bones in there? Can you feel the soft, pudgy pads of the fingers and the palm? Very gently, start to bring your hands up to find somewhere to rest around your chest or around your belly. And just start to sweep your hands a little bit downward and start to kind of feel the shape of you. Start to feel how your hands can really rest and drape. Whether you want that pressure to be firm or a feather finger touch. Can you imagine these cells that talk straight to your brain, and that you are communicating directly to your nervous system, directly to your brain, with this gentle stroke down the arms, across the chest, across your belly, as if you're kind of wiping off sand or water. And maybe it's got a short, quick rhythm to it. Maybe there's a kind of an active brush, like you're getting off the sand with just a little bit more enthusiasm. But start to sense into how your skin, how your flesh wants to actually feel the weight, the warmth, the beautiful sensitivity of your hands. Feeling the back of the hands, front of the hands. And that you might find little places where your hands actually don't want to move at all, but they just want to stop and rest. Your hands feeling your body feeling your hands. Bring your hands up to your forehead, to your hair, and very gently start to brush your fingers across your forehead and down from the crown of your head, as if like water, gently passing over your whole head, the back, the eyebrows, as if you're giving yourself a little facial even. And again, maybe your fingers want to be delicate, soft, careful, and you love that feeling. Maybe you want to use the back of your hands rather than the front of them. Maybe you want to get your hands in your hair and do more of an active scratch. Start to just gently touch, stroke, soothe, comfort, slide over your skin. Finding places where your hands just want to linger, just want to pause and press. Feeling your breath, feeling the comfort of your body resting, feeling the warmth of you. Your vagus nerve, which is a big portion of that parasympathetic aspect of the nervous system, comes down from the brain stem down through the sides of the neck, down underneath those collarbones. You might like to use the back of your hands just to gently stroke down the sides of your neck to your heart, into your lungs, your diaphragm, and then all the way down into your digestive organs. When you're circling around your tummy, you might be following the path of the digestive system. But you could just sweep your hands. You could just squeeze into the flesh of your belly. Breathing, touching, pressing. Maybe you want to do some firm touch. Maybe you want to squeeze your flesh and really give it a good kind of massage. Maybe you find some points across the back of the shoulders. You just go, that just wants to be squeezed and held. Exploring the touch that your body, your nervous system is responding to, that's going, yes, that feels so good for me. And maybe it's just a really gentle, methodical stroke, sliding down from the tops of the shoulders, down the chest. You'll feel when you touch yourself in a way that actually brings that parasympathetic activation online, your breath will change. Your muscles will feel like they start relaxing. There will be this overall nervous system shift. Sensing, playing, finding what works for you. If you want it to be quiet and delicate, or active and squeezy. Sometimes it's nice to go gently around the backs of the ears. Again, the vagus nerve is coming up around those ears. And you might have a memory of being a child and having the hair gently pressed back, rubbed around your ears. Feel how your skin, how your body, and how your nervous system responds to touch. That over millions of years of biological evolution, our skin has become this incredibly important organ, incredibly important aspect of ourselves that has this direct pathway to the nervous system, to the brain, that we have this kind of body to brain experience of feeling safe. That maybe, you have a practice of saying, I feel safe, and this calms you. But when we do this gentle touch, we are saying to the brain that we're safe. We're safe. I can relax. I can let that tension go. I can comfort myself. I can soothe myself. Just as I may have wanted over and over and over again as a child, or over and over again as an adult. We just wanted to be held. We just wanted to be cuddled. We just wanted it to be sat next to and nuzzled into. that we have all that we need to give ourselves this beautiful experience of being comforted, of being calmed, of being soothed, held and supported through touch. Take a moment to find a place where you would like to just let your hands rest. Feel the skin of your hands, the soft pudgy parts of your hands, the little bones and muscles in your hands. And then feel all of your skin. Perhaps it's a little tingly, perhaps it just feels spacious and soft. Sensing your breath. Feeling how you're resting into your chair or on the floor, or how you're standing and moving. You might like to continue this exploration, or you might like to change your position. Bring yourself up to standing and just see how a small amount of that soothing, comforting, enlivening touch, how you feel in the world now as you look around, as you sense yourself in this space. How does it feel to be living in your body in this beautiful world? I hope this little exploration has been something that is quite lovely, is quite simple but also profound. Sometimes when I find myself feeling a little overwhelmed, a little too overly sympathetic, I'll even just kind of sit in the chair and just rub my legs. It's amazing how just running over the shape of my legs, it brings my hands back online, but it also brings my attention to my legs. Maybe I give my feet a bit of a squeeze. I enjoy feeling the fabric of my clothing, the squishiness, the firmness of my legs. But I just enjoy sliding my hands backwards and forwards and just circling a little bit and feeling, you know what? That actually feels like that's just enough to take the edge off. I feel much more calm. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful day.